Alright everyone, and welcome to the Highland Collector YouTube channel.
And today we have some pretty cool Star Wars action figure news to go over, as Hasbro held a panel at MCN London Comic Con and ended up revealing some more Black Series figures. Now these were Black Series reveals we were looking for, because as you all probably know by now, Hasbro held a live stream the other day for their 1027 celebration, where the Star Wars team showed off some pretty underwhelming figures, those being Din Djarin Morak, a new Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor, and Return of the Jedi 4th Anniversary Deluxe carded Boba Fett. So some disappointing reveals to say the least. However, these figures shown off during Comic Con more than make up for their mediocrity, as these newest reveals are mostly incredible, and we also have some Black Series pipeline reveals which are even better. But before we get into the pipeline reveals, we do have 5 figures to go over first, most of which are figures we've known about for a while, 3 being from the comic book line and another 2 in the Gaming Greats. Starting with the Gaming Greats, the first figure is Darth Malak from Knights of the Old Republic, and easily my favourite of the bunch. Although I personally haven't played much of the game, I've always been a fan of Malak's design, and I must say this figure looks amazing. The Black Series team really nailed this one, as it looks much better than I originally expected, because unlike the majority of Gaming Greats figures, this one actually has new molds and tooling, which has allowed the designers to create a masterpiece of a figure. His armour looks fantastic, I love the red colours and the silver neck piece to contrast it. In addition to this, his sabre looks cool as well, as he comes with a unique hilt, and furthermore he also comes with a soft good cape, which is actually a really nice addition and really helps to elevate this figure. But the best part to me has to be his new head sculpt and the mask as well, because the mask actually comes off to reveal all his scars and his deformed mouth, which is such an incredible feature. So all in all, a really amazing figure. But the greatness doesn't stop there, because to go alongside Malak we also have another Knights of the Old Republic figure, that being Bastila Shan. Another character I admittedly don't know too much about, yet I hear her character is what Rey should have been in the sequel trilogy. But again, despite the fact I don't really have a connection to this character, I can appreciate a good action figure when I see one, and this is a good one. The orange and red colour scheme on her robes look amazing, the head sculpt is amazing, and her double-bladed lightsaber is also fantastic, as we're finally getting yellow blades in the Black Series for the first time, I believe. So yeah, Knights of the Old Republic fans should have a field day with these figures. As I said, I'm not too big into gaming, but even I might pick these guys up just because they look that cool. Anyway, these should release in Wave 36 in the summer of 2023, and like the new Cal Kestis we saw the other day, they're both mainline figures. Which makes sense, as these two being in the mainline also explains why, unlike other Gaming Greats figures, there's actually a level of quality to them, because these two actually have new molds and sculpts. And I'm all for some Gaming Greats figures being mainline releases, if it means this level of quality continues, and it also makes the figures way more accessible for all collectors. Now the next 3 figures are all from the comic book line, and will be exclusives to Fan Channel, and will release in spring 2023. The first one being the Stormtrooper Mick from Scar Squadron, who was confirmed ages ago to be releasing, and now they've actually revealed him. He looks great. And another figure that's really exceeded my expectations. I really love the way they've captured his unique helmet with the blue visor, and the antennas on the side, they look great. Furthermore, there's also a completely new backpack which also looks great too, with its interesting shape and bright blue paint, which matches the visor. However, Hasbro did miss the opportunity to include some of Boba Fett's jetpack flames in a blue colour, so we could recreate the artwork on the box. But apart from that, I'm satisfied with this one, and he should go great with Krell. Now next up we have the much anticipated Mara Jade, who has finally made her debut in the 6-inch scale. Now this version of the character is based on the comic Dark Force Rising, and I think all Expanded Universe fans will be satisfied with this one, as she comes with a blaster pistol and also her purple lightsaber too, and I personally have no complaints, this figure looks great. Now finally, the only figure reveal we had no clue about is a new Dr. Aphra, from the comic of the same name. Now we did get a version of her a few years ago, but that goes for a small fortune on the second-hand market, so it's good we're getting her again, just to give people the opportunity to get a version of this character. And this isn't just a repack, it's a mostly new figure, that massively improves upon the first. Again, no complaints, as this is shaping up to be a great comic book line. But with that being said, there are normally 4 in a wave, and the 4th is still yet to be announced. So we just have to wait and see if this wave will end strong, or if it will end up having a figure like this. Now I did want to highlight the comic book boxes, as it's in the same style with the flap at the front, yet it's plastic-free packaging, which is really stupid. Because when you open the flap, you don't see the figure inside but this shitty piece of cardboard with some shitty artwork of the figure on it. It's actually rather hypocritical on Hasbro's part, as they're just wasting cardboard, as this flap is completely redundant, as no one wants to see this shitty render. In fact, it will just drive sales down, because if an indecisive customer opens this in a shop, they will just be disappointed and put it back. But anyway, with that rant over, let's end on some good news, the pipeline reveals, in which we have 3 confirmed figures for the new Clone Wars line starting next year. The first being Padawan Ahsoka, or as Anakin calls her, Snips. This is arguably Ahsoka's most iconic outfit, and it's been missing in the Black Series for far too long. although we did get one in 3 3/4 scale, yet that doesn't count. Next up we have a normal unmarked Phase 2 Clone Trooper, which I'm super happy about, because we've had so many different clone legions on this new clone body apart from the default, so it will be great to finally get one. And finally, my favourite pipeline reveal, the long overdue Magna Guard, and this figure is going to be amazing. And hopefully that isn't the only Separatist droid we will get next year. I'm still holding out hope for a B2 battle droid, droidica and commando droid. But finally we do also have another Black Series pipeline reveal, and that's Omega from a Bad Batch Season 2. The first Omega is actually a really cool figure, and this just looks like it's going to build upon that and make it even better. So again, not a figure I'm too hyped about, but it will be cool to see what it looks like when it's finally revealed next year. But anyway, that's all for our news today. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of all these reveals. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.